age to dream big, and that's a good thing, right? Dreams are kind of like goals. They're like accomplishments that we look forward to, that we want to get done, but as we get older, reality takes over for most of us.
But not for all of us. So whether it's a dream to finally start that business, to write that book, or to buy that dream house in Hawaii, how can you be supportive of your spouse's hopes and dreams while still being practical and responsible? Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend has 5 suggestions on how to live with a dreamer without squashing their dream. This is an intriguing topic, I think, because you want to be supportive, but at the end of the day, you also want to pay the mortgage.
Right, you got to pay the bills. So you know what the key is? Glitter. If you glitter it up, no, it really is. Glitter fixes everything. Little shoe polish in their mouth, throw glitter in there.
God.
It's way cool.
It's floor wax.
Or was it
not shoe polish.
Yeah, I meant floor wax. That's how much I know about cleaning supplies. Anyway, catch the vision. Like, let's say your husband really wants to move to Hawaii and raise your family on a plantation of anyway,
where they can be world-class surfers.
Yes, because that's important. So
I'm catching the vision.
Here's the rule: you got to catch their vision. Now, sometimes you can't because their vision's just kind of jacked up. Back to a phrase we love to use. So they have a vision. They have something they're trying to accomplish, right? And you don't quite see it sometimes. So the goal is, get in, try to understand what this is really about. Usually with every dream, there's something deeper that's trying to be validated. So try to get down to the deeper issue. What is this really about? Try to find the principles behind the dream. Because sometimes you may not want to go to Hawaii, but you do love the principle of family time. Because you think in Hawaii, we're going to have family time. Well, but there's not jobs in Hawaii, and we may not like to surf, and I'm allergic to salt water and all this stuff. So we got to understand the principle behind it. Try to get the enthusiasm. You got to love his passion. He's finally passionate about something, right? Like, Darren, do you remember when you were passionate about video games? For like 20 years, and your wife's like, when are you going to get a job, D. Diddy?
They didn't have video games back in those days.
They didn't.
No.
Right.
He was master of
I mean
Pong.
A dreidel.
Yeah,
and
Pong. I could get that Pong thing.
Remember when you couldn't quit playing the dreidel? That was fun. So we got to catch the vision, right? But along with every vision, so usually dreamers pull us to an extreme position, and they don't worry about the minimum requirements. So one of the rules is, once you catch the dream with them, say, I'm willing to go for the dream, and we need some minimum guidelines here. We need minimum requirements, things that will obviously have to be met.
Like what?
We need to eat.
Okay, that's
so
a good
we
one.
need at least $2,000 of budget to live, to eat, whatever your budget would be. Set minimum requirements. So you don't have to be either or. Either I love your dream or I love to eat. Say, let's do both. You're so into your dream, let's go for it. I'm totally for it. And these are the things that I really must have. If you have a dream, I can't have you give everything to it and ignore our children. So part of the dream is I need you to be also available for the children somewhat.
So initially you were talking about like requirements. I'm thinking like income-wise.
Finances.
But if the guy's working his 8 hours a day and then he comes home and he's obsessed with video games, or, whatever it might be, is that, I mean, do you allow him to have that?
Well,
or
then we got to say, what do you need? You might have a minimum requirement that I need. Great. I need you to at least have one night off a week with me so we can go on a date. I need that you at least take Sundays off because I don't believe we should be doing something on Sunday. So then set your minimum requirements. And so you're still keeping their dream alive and you still have standards. So keep your standards there, especially the standards you know you can't get rid of. Like, if you know you're going to freak out if we don't have enough money. By the way, there are spouses that they'll have their partner start 15 businesses because they're not caught up in that. But you better dang well spend time with me. So whatever requirements matter to you, make sure those are in there.
And set them ahead of time.
Set them ahead of time. Okay, now my third one is my favorite. Invite third-party opinions. Sometimes it's hard for you to blow up your partner's myth or their dream, but man, your father-in-law sure can.
So let someone else be the bearer of bad news.
Sometimes what you do is who you go get are the people that are really good at this already. So if you have somebody, I mean, how many people want to do your job? And they're like, oh, I totally would love to do your job. If they sat down and just talked to you over lunch, you'd blow that myth right up. You'd be telling them, it ain't that great. I hate my, no, just kidding. They love their job. But you get other people involved who have details, who have ideas, who know how hard this is. And once you start to talk to people that really have a clue what it's like to live in Hawaii, when you're the outsider, and there's no money there, and the internet on that side of the island doesn't really work. Once you know the real details, you tend to blow it up anyway.
So how do you invite someone else into that conversation without already putting the walls up or the defenses up, knowing that that person might
One of the things I do as a spouse is I'd say, great, I'm totally for it. Let's go explore the dream. So who are the top 5 people you know that are living the dream? By the way, if they can't find any, it's a bad dream. If you don't know and don't have access to somebody that's having this dream, then it's probably not a real good dream. So that might in and of itself, well, I'll totally do it. I want to talk to somebody that's done it.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So we're going to go find people, and you know what it is? I'd cold call them. People are flattered. Hey, I'm really thinking, I did this once when I was starting my coaching business. I called somebody that was an expert in this area, in this industry, and made an appointment to go meet with him alone and sit down and say, is this worth doing? Okay. Then he told me it would cost $120 and I didn't go. But I still did the dream. Fourth rule is you must demand character and competency. Sometimes what I find is the dreams tend to fail because we're incompetent. And then when we're incompetent, we then start to lie about it. So what I would demand in this process is that you must be honest with me. We must be honest with our numbers. We cannot start hiding things. We cannot start hiding your business debt or what you're really doing. I have a client that hid for 2 years, pretended like he was going to school, when really he'd go to the library at the school and play video games. Hiding, hiding, hiding. So if you demand character and competence, those two things create trust. If you have a partner that has the character to be honest and is competent at what they do, you'll support the dream.
You know, I have a problem so far because I think aside from the first one, which was catch the vision, the others seem to me almost like throwing your spouse and the dream under the bus.
Mitigating.
It almost seems like, as a spouse, it's like, well, you got to have these minimum requirements. You got to be competent about this. Let's go get some third-party people who will validate this, who will actually almost say, hey, don't pursue the dream. It almost seems like
you're mitigating, you're hedging the bet. So what we're trying to do is, actually, each one of these increases the likelihood of the dream succeeding. Not having any of these increases the likelihood of it failing. So you're not throwing your partner under the bus, you're just demanding, if we're going to do the dream, let's succeed. And if you can't make it succeed, let's be real. And if you can't be real, then let's not do the dream. So it seems like that would be that, but only if you can't pass the criteria.
But the eventual goal here, though, is
success.
Is to actually
That's
make
why you have to buy in up front. If you don't buy in, it's not going to work. Then the last one is you have to review results.
Well, I was going to ask, how long do you support this dream before...
See, that's hard. Because, see, real dreams, and you guys know this, but real dreams, all these talented people that you have on your show, these stars that have finally made it, these guys have worked forever.
And they've sacrificed a lot.
So I think, honestly, most people are good with the dream. Let's keep doing it. We can do it forever, as long as we're making progress. So I'd stay in the dream as long as you're regularly seeing progress towards your goal.
That's where the review comes into play.
Now, then eventually, by the way, this is the neatest thing about a dream. Turn it from a job to just a hobby. Give up the dream that we're going to actually make money doing this and just go play it in a band locally. And let's relax, let's de-stress by relaxing the dream a little bit, by not making it our only form of employment, by making it just something that's just additive to our life.
The stress isn't there that way.
Yeah, but our goal is to make it succeed. Last thing we need are more dreams without success, right? So you have to put in some rigid structure behind it. Dang it, it's a bummer though, huh? Or glitter.
Glitter will take care of it.
Glitter works everything.
Never fails. Hey, you have a neat opportunity right now, kind of a Christmas gift for couples that you're offering.
What we're doing is, because we're kind of growing the center, and so we're giving away free sessions. So if you have a relationship issue with your husband, your partner, your in-laws, bring them in. We'll sit down with you. Can you believe this? And for free, we'll do an entire 1-hour session with you guys, teach you how to talk through stuff, get you real-life solutions, show you the patterns that are jacked up.
They are the issues that even glitter can't fix. So you want to go to MattTownsend.com to schedule your free relationship session.
That's right.
That's cool.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, Matt, thanks.
Appreciate you.
Stop in. More information, of course, on the website.